Hi, my name is Nico Garcia and I am of EC31 from DLSUD. Today I am going to show you our fourth experiment of our power electronics class. Experiment 4, half-wave rectifier circuit with RL source load and inductor source load. As observed in the waveform, the average power at the resistor is at 553.801 watts and the average power for DC voltage source is at 1.0815 kilowatts. For the second waveform, it was observed that there was a spike in power at the inductor, and for the resistor, has a negative value at first, then becomes stable after a certain time. The resistor has a voltage drop of 100 volts, and the power across the inductor is 2.6755 milliwatts. As observed in the waveform, the RMS current across the DC voltage source has a value of 23.068 amperes, and for the RMS power across the DC voltage source has a value of 2.3068 kilowatts. For the second waveform, the peak current has a value of 44.095 amps and the power has a value of 4.4095 kilowatts. For this experiment, a half-wave rectifier circuit with RL source load and inductor-source load was built and observed using the ORCAD PSpice software. The behavior of the rectifier circuit was observed. The half cycle of the AC source is being dropped in the voltage waveform across the resistor. The resistor voltage has a minimum value of 100 volts. This is due to being clipped by the 100 volts DC voltage source and the diode that switches to forward and reverse bias. The circuit works as a half-wave rectifier as it only passes half of a cycle and then clips to the other. The average and the RMS traces were used to observe the power across the components. It was observed that there is a power at resistors and high power in the DC voltage source, while for inductors there is no power.